You know, it's yeah. I don't know how many home runs he's given up this season. I know he gave up 4 tonight, and you know it's just missing out on mislocation. You know, you get a good fastball hitting team, and you know, fastball location is important for any pitcher. You know, especially Kenta. And I think tonight he was out over the heart of the plate and up in the zone. You know, I thought the change was good at times, the slider good at times, but you know, missing out of the plate, you know, there's damage to be had. So I think that I don't know if it's mechanical, but yeah, the mis-execution has gotten him this season.
Is this a situation in which, because your bullpen was so taxed last night, despite him not having his best stuff, he has to wear this a little bit and keep having to run him back out there?
You know, I just wanted to give him an opportunity to go back out there, and you know, I think after the 4th inning there was a chance to go to the pen at that time, but you know where we're at, the score, you know, there's got to be a point where he's got to build up some stamina, some usage as well, some innings, and so I wanted him to go back out there for the 5th, and yeah, didn't want to, you know, use our pen for potentially 5 innings. So yeah, I mean, and that next inning, that 5th inning was fine until then he gave up the homer, that hanging slider to Tomas. So yeah, you know, you look at 80 pitches, whatever he threw, he gave up 4 homers. The whole body of work, as far as quality, there were some good ones in there, but yeah, when you make mistakes out of the plate, that's what happens.
Are you thinking you have a solid chance there in the 6th when you're able to put 3 runs back up?
I did. I thought that we gave ourselves a chance to get back in the game, get a lead, but we had our chances, and I think that, you know, Hatch had a clean inning, and then again, looking at the guys in the pen, I felt Hatch had 5 days off. He's thrown the ball well. We were down a run, and I felt he could get us to another inning. But you know, we got to keep going. Those guys over there, they're swinging the bats well. They're playing well, and I don't think that. Yeah, we're frustrated right now, but we got a long way to go.
Dude, what is the biggest difference between the Kenta you saw in the first half of last year and the guy in October?
I think the difference from Kenta, for me, is the ball's up. You know, I think that the idea of being stubborn down in the zone, and we're talking about the hollow of the knee and not above the knee. And Major League down is the hollow of the knee. And I think that if you look at the homers or damage that he's given up, it's above the knee. And also missing out over the plate. And I think that, you know, using his secondaries, sequencing a little bit differently, I don't necessarily want to say better, but I think can help. But I think for me is the fastball damage that he's taking on is lower thigh, and in the big leagues, that's up. So that's probably, if I had to say one thing that I think that, for me, the fastball command, and I say fastball command, not just east-west, it's high-low and it's up.
Well, and that's something that wouldn't necessarily be like lost in translation, because when he came in, he was down. So, in your experience, like, is there anything physical that might be causing him to struggle to finish?
I don't know if it's physical. I think that he might be trying to create more velocity, and so that's causing him to leak a little bit with his front side, maybe, and to keep the ball up a little bit, because that's what happens with pitching when they try to create too much. I don't know the numbers, but my eyes tell me he's given up way more fly balls in the air than he typically does. And so I see Kenta as a ground ball pitcher, putting the ball on the ground, and I'm not seeing that. So whether it be the fastball, the two-seamer, the secondary, I see him as a guy that puts the baseball on the ground. And I haven't seen that this year.
You guys have asked him to trust his fastball. 3 of the home runs were on fastballs tonight. Is he throwing that pitch with conviction from what you see?
I think he is throwing it with conviction, but I think that there's a little bit of trying to create a little bit more velocity. And, you know, I think with anything, when you're trying to do a little bit too much and get a little bit extra, then you come out of your mechanics a little bit. And I haven't seen the video, but that's talking pitch, and that's any pitcher will tell you that. So all I know is that when I see replays and the ball is not located where he wants it, and Kenta's a guy that's got great feel and has the ability to locate the baseball, but you know, in his starts this year, he hasn't located that fastball.
Do you have a conversation with him? Are you healthy? Do you have to have
Well,
that?
I think he's healthy because when you're looking at how the ball's coming out and the velocity, he's healthy. So I don't think that's a conversation, and I know Rick is talking to him quite often and trying to work through it. But you know, he just got to keep his confidence and you know, be ready for his next start.
And so you're gonna hang with him.
You know, yeah, we're definitely going to hang with him, but I think that you know, we're going to talk through some things and see what's best for Kenta. So the long term, yes. Maybe the short term, we'll kind of have a conversation and see what makes the most sense for him.
Not being able to get any traction going these first few weeks, how much of that falls on the starting rotation?
I believe that you win, you can sustain winning with starting pitching, and I think those guys know that. You know, our starters know that. Have we pitched as well as we're going to pitch? No. But you know, each day the polls, the whatever you want to call it, start to the starting pitcher, and so it's a big responsibility. And again, those guys know it. So we can't expect Clayton to be the only guy to go out there and throw 7-8 innings. You know, and Mac up to this point has done a very nice job. But you know, that's why we have 5 starters that you know, each day they got to give us a chance to win a baseball game. So for me, that's what starting pitchers sign up for. So I think that, yeah, that's a big part of winning.